Good morning, sir. Are you Matt Dylan Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wilson, this is file number 24322321. Matt Dylan Wilson. I don't have an ROA on it. You were charged in December of 14 with carrying concealed weapon, a pistol in a white pickup truck. It sounds like a country western title, but in Michigan, that's a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. We get a lot of these people from Indiana that come into Michigan with a gun in their car.
Yes.
Welcome to one of the most jaw-dropping firearm misunderstandings to hit this courtroom. Meet Matt Dylan Wilson, a Mississippi man who found himself deep in Michigan legal trouble over a concealed weapon, all because of a magnetic gun mount, a turn signal violation, and a state line. This case isn't just about the law. It's about how fast a cross-state slip-up can land you in jail for 18 days. You're about to witness a judge who's part stern legal enforcer, part stand-up comic, and 100% done with out-of-state defendants who don't know the rules. We'll break down how one pistol, one innocent drive, and one confused defendant turned into a costly legal lesson. Stick around, because the sentencing comes with more than just a fine. It comes with shredded metal and hard truths.
In Indiana, as I understand it, you don't need a permit to carry a gun in a car. But in Michigan, you need a concealed weapon permit. So what our county prosecutor has done with these, if there's no other aggravated circumstance, they reduce them to a misdemeanor. I had one yesterday. It's an odd one. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail, a fine of up to $100, and it requires that the gun get forfeited. It's called improper transportation of a firearm.
Yes.
Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Now, the felony charge is going to be dismissed. You agree, Mr. Robert?
Yes, I do.
All right. You heard me go through the advice of rights a few minutes ago. Do you understand you have those same rights?
Yes, sir, I do.
And you've signed them here. Thank you for acknowledging that you waived them. What do you do, sir? What's your occupation in Indiana?
I transport RVs.
Well, so you go all over the country?
No, sir, I do it locally in Indiana.
I was going to say, if you're going to be driving into different states, you might want to be real careful about what the guns are, the rules are. So were you, that doesn't make any sense, but you got stopped for a turn signal violation, which probably.
Right here's a legal landmine. In Indiana, you don't need a permit to carry in your vehicle. But cross over to Michigan? Now you're looking at a felony. This is where state law clashes hard with personal habits. The judge is clearly frustrated. This isn't his first rodeo with confused out-of-towners bringing weapons across the line. His tone? Part explanation, part warning shot. And what's wild is how casual this all sounds, until you remember the charge initially carried up to 5 years in prison. That's no slap on the wrist. That's a life-altering mistake.
All of us have been guilty of.
Yes, sir.
And he pulled you over and he saw a dark semi-automatic pistol on the dash by his right shin. Appeared to be attached by some sort of magnetic device. And then, so obviously, when they see a pistol, it makes them nervous, indicating you didn't have a license. He did not need one outside of his vehicle in Mississippi. He didn't know it was illegal in Michigan. So are you also from Mississippi?
Yes, sir, I just work here in the RV industry.
Firearm was loaded with a round in the chamber. That always gives me the willies. What was it?
It was just a Glock 43 and 9mm.
That's an expensive gun.
Yes, sir.
They took you to jail and you posted a PR bond. How long were you in jail?
I got arrested in Elkhart, well, in Middlebury, so I went to Elkhart County May 30th, and then I believe I was released the 18th.
And there it is, the turn signal trap, a minor traffic infraction that opened the door to a full-on gun bust. It's shocking how fast things escalated. From a simple stop to officers discovering a loaded Glock on the dash with a round in the chamber, add a magnetic mount, and you've got what looks like a tactical setup in a pickup truck. The judge's voice tightens here. This isn't just a legal issue. It's a safety concern. This moment highlights how small choices, like where you put your gun, can trigger massive consequences.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I've got a Syracuse, Indiana address. That's your local address?
No, sir, it should have been updated.
Let's see what's on here. I don't have one. So your address is a Mississippi address?
My primary is Mississippi, but I'm here more than I'm home.
Right. What are you hauling
Campers.
in this with this pickup?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
It's 227D, is that what it is?
That's correct.
18 days in jail. I don't think I've given anybody 18 days in jail for this, but I'm not giving you any more. 18 days credit, 18. There's a $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, and $150 attorney fee. That's $350. Can you pay that by August 1st?
Yes, sir.
Do you need the serial number of the?
I don't think so. I just put firearm shall be forfeited. I guess I could see why you might want to have a gun if you're hauling stuff all over the state of Indiana. It always makes me nervous when they got one in the chamber.
Hold up. 18 days behind bars for improper transportation of firearm? That's some serious overstay for a misdemeanor that typically gets waved down. But here's the kicker. It wasn't the charge that kept him locked up. It was the transfer delay between counties. This is one of those moments that quietly exposes the cracks in our criminal justice system. When bureaucracy holds more weight than the actual crime, it's the defendant who pays in days lost, not dollars. It's a cold, administrative truth that hits harder than the sentence itself.
That's a good way to shoot yourself in the foot. But you got to get a permit. So if you get a CPL from Mississippi or Indiana, it's valid in Michigan. And if it's legal to carry a magnetized gun stuck to your dash in Mississippi, more power to you, but you can't do it here. You ended up doing, how come you did 18 days in jail? You couldn't get anybody to bond you out?
No, sir. I was waiting for transfer to be transferred here. And then once I was transferred here, I think that was the 16th, then I appeared to court the 18th. And then they released me on the PR bond.
The judge doesn't pull punches here, and frankly, he shouldn't. A loaded gun with one in the chamber, mounted on the dash? It's not just a legal violation. It's a literal safety hazard. You can hear the subtle tension in his voice. He's seen too many cases where bad gun placement ended in disaster. This is an anti-gun. It's pro-common sense. His advice to get a valid permit? That's not just courtroom formality. It's survival strategy for anyone who lives and works across state lines. And his warning? Crystal clear. What's legal in Mississippi could get you arrested in Michigan.
So I
All
was
right.
just,
Well, this was a hard lesson learned. Is that the only time you ever went to jail?
yes, sir.
Makes you not ever want to go back?
No, sir.
I guess that's the point. Which jail was better, ours or theirs?
Well, none of them's great.
So they're all equally bad?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, we'll just leave it at that. Let me give you an envelope regarding that fine.
So with this when I was also scheduled a court date for the 8th at 1:00. Is that
This takes care of that.
okay? Yes, sir. Thank you.
You can pay by credit card, send in a certified check or money order, or bring in green cash. But you're good to go.
All right. Thank you.
2, 3, 2, 1. All right, you're good to go, sir.
All right. Thanks, sir. Have a great day.
All right, your day got better.
This moment right here is what courtroom watchers live for: the moral gut punch. One mistake, 18 days, a forfeited gun, and the realization that jail is a place you never want to revisit. You can feel the regret in Matt's voice, and the judge isn't rubbing it in. He's reinforcing the lesson. The way he asks, which jail was better, with a dry smirk, that's pure judicial humor layered over real-life consequences. No lectures, just a simple truth. This was a lesson paid in time, freedom, and a very expensive Glock.
All right, a nice gun is going to ground into small pieces.
And just like that, the Glock gets a death sentence. Ground into pieces. It's symbolic. That gun isn't just a firearm. It's a physical reminder of a mistake that cost time, money, and freedom. The judge doesn't show anger. He shows finality. It's a moment that speaks louder than any jail sentence. In the courtroom, justice isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet forfeiture of something valuable that drives the point home. That pistol might have been expensive, but the lesson delivered? Priceless.
All right, we had McNeese, McRoberts, McRib, and McDonald's. And let's talk to Brianne McRoberts. Good morning. Are you Brianne Lynn McRoberts?
Yes.
You've got one case set for today of dangerous weapon and no insurance. And no, yeah, that's set for pre-exam today. That's file number 23513FY. It's 2 years old. Then you got a resisting obstructing from June 18th. So my guess is when they picked you up on this old warrant resulted in this new charge. And that also has a no operator's license. And that is set for today also. Luke Knopfinger is your lawyer. He's here. Also present is Mr. Joshua Robert from the prosecutor's office. Mr. Robert, what's the status here?
So there's an offer that would encompass all three of her files to plead to one count of attempt R&O and 251158FY, no insurance in 23-513FY with forfeiture of the knuckles, and no license in 251159ST.
Matt Dylan Wilson walked into court expecting a minor slap on the wrist, but walked out with 18 days of experience and one less Glock in his possession. The felony was reduced, the judge showed grace, and the courtroom echoed with a message for anyone crossing state lines of gun: know the law or pay the price. This wasn't just a legal case. It was a cautionary tale for every gun owner who thinks, what's legal here must be legal there. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts and comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns. Court is adjourned. Until next time.